And now we'll start with the next part, that is status of lending and borrowing in India. In India, both formal and the informal sources of credit is working simultaneously. Major part of the formal sector lending goes to the large industrial sectors. Small borrowers, such that the small farmers, labor class, and small artisans and businessmen, etc., mostly borrow from the informal sectors. Problems of borrowing from the informal sectors are high rate of interest, though conditions for repayment, undue and unnecessary interference in utilization of fund, unjust and unethical means of recovery of loan if the borrowers fail to repay. Failure to repay loans amount may lead to a loss of properties and further deteriorations of the economic condition. Small farmers borrow from the informal sector. Hesitation to go to the bank, illiteracy, lack of awareness, lack of collateral, borrowing for the unproductive purpose, unavailability to fulfill the documentations needed, poor accessibility to banks, easy accessibility to money lenders. Important to protect the borrowers of informal sector. Majority of the borrowers of the informal sectors are poor who need financial protection. To protect the borrower from the exploitations of the speculatives, moneylenders, informal sectors lending and the interest earned on it's not taxed and therefore these are black money. This often led to a conflict between the borrowers and the lender, which sometimes creates the critical law and order situation. Unproductive loans can be used to financial illegal businesses. The very important part of this chapter, that is origin of self-help groups. Concept of SHG developed in Bangladesh. Grameen Bank of Bangladesh is the biggest success story in reaching the poor to meet their credit needs at reasonable rates. Through the idea of SHG, most of the borrowers are women and belongs to a poorer section of the society. The idea is the brainchild of a developed by the renowned economist Professor Muhammad Yunus, recipient of the Nobel Prize for the Peace in 1996. Self-help group, another way of saving themselves from the exploitations of the moneylenders and from cumbersome procedures of bank loan in certain part of the country. Some small groups of people, especially women between 15 to 20 in numbers, have formed their self-help group. As already said, in a self-help group, different members of the group pool their saving from rupees 25 to rupees 100 or more month after month. Such a contribution per month may be very small, but with the passage of time, it becomes quite a large one. Self-help group advance loan to their members to meet their needs at a very nominal interest rate. After a year, if such a group is regular in its saving, it becomes eligible for availing loan from the bank. Such loans create employment opportunity for its members. Role of cooperative society in capital formation. Cooperative accumulates its capital with the contribution of members. Sometimes they take loan from the bank and NBFIs in the names of the cooperative and use the fund either in collective investment or grant loan to the needy members of the society. They charge a low rate of interest as their motive is not to earn profit but the development of economic condition of its members. Types of cooperatives: Farmers Cooperative Society, Producers Cooperative Society, Weavers Cooperative Society, Customers Cooperative Society, Cooperative Credit Society. Cooperative Society, organization of people joined for the mutual help. Development of the members is the main purpose, not earning profit. Registered under Cooperative Society Act, minimum 10 members are required to form a cooperative society. Cooperative societies, the different groups of a society can pool their resources and form their own cooperative society which can help its member by providing them loan at cheap rate. In different part of the country, we find Several types of the cooperatives, such as those of the farmers cooperative, weavers cooperative, industrial cooperative. One such cooperative is Krishak Cooperative, which is established in a village. It has about 2300 farmers as its members who deposit their contribution with its bank. With this deposit as collateral, the Krishak Cooperative obtain a huge loan from the bank. Then out of this fund, loans are provided to its member at a cheaper rate for a different purpose. For buying animals, even constructing a house, the bank does not face any difficulty in getting the loan back because the different members are very close to each other and socially bond on sound footing. The members are saved from the exploitation of the money lender who otherwise would suck the last drop of their blood. Measure to protect the borrowers of the informal sector. Increasing the accessibility of the formal sector lending, expanding banking networks, easy and liberal documentation, flexible loan arrangements, reserved and compulsory lending for the rural and the small scale industries, awareness. More banks should be opened in the rural areas. All efforts should be made to increase the total formal sector credit so that the dependence on the more expensive and explosive informal credit becomes less. It is quite necessary that the bank and cooperative increase their lending, particularly in the rural area.